It's so lovely to have you all here today, to the residents of the U.S. Ambassador. We are so happy to have this opportunity to again bring people together. I was telling some of you the history of this building. I think those that are Czechs probably know the history that this building has had in bringing people together. So to do so again today and to have it with a vibrant Silicon Valley-based tech firm to welcome and help them launch their new research and innovation center in Prague, it's really great to have SentinelOne here. So I will have very short remarks, but because I think you guys want to keep talking to each other, but a few other things, which is just to note that having SentinelOne come here is exactly the type of high-value investment that showcases the dynamic flow of goods and services between the United States and the Czech Republic. I will pass the mic to our friends from SentinelOne, who will go into much more detail on their advanced cybersecurity solutions and plans for Prague. But I wanted to also take this opportunity to introduce our new cyber attaché, who's right there, Paul Vitchcock. The embassy has added this position out of recognition of the excellent cybersecurity cooperation and coordination we've had with the Czech Republic. And we recognize the amount we do in both the public and private sectors. So having Paul here will help add a wealth of experience and knowledge to our team. And I encourage all of our Czech friends to introduce yourselves to Paul. This is also a great event to do right now because October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month in the United States. We get a month for everything, and actually sometimes there are months that have multiple things, but nonetheless, it's great to be celebrating Cybersecurity Awareness Month. So couldn't have been a better time to come and highlight a global effort to raise awareness about the importance of cybersecurity in all aspects of our lives, including how we can protect one another online in our increasingly interconnected world. The theme for this year's Cybersecurity Month is Do Your Part, Be Cyber Smart. I did not make that up, but I'm sure somebody really liked that it rhymed. So I will leave it there. There's a hashtag involved in that if anyone wants. You can look for us on social media. I'm sure we'll put it up. But with that, I'm going to pass the microphone to Daniel Bernard from SentinelOne, and so we can all get smarter on cybersecurity. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody. My name is Daniel Bernard. I'm Chief Marketing Officer of SentinelOne. Before our formal program begins, I'd like to actually first introduce the Minister of Foreign Affairs who's joined us. We're very appreciative of him being here. So without further ado.
Thank you. Okay, I hope you can hear me. Dobrý den, dámy a pánové. Well, that's so much for my Czech, and since most of you speak English, I'll stick to English. It is indeed my great pleasure to be here with you as we are celebrating this shining example of Czech and US technological and business acumen. Maybe this might sound as a slight exaggeration, but how else would one describe this? The SentinelOne, a US-based cybersecurity company, has decided to locate its innovation center here in the Czech Republic. And I see this as nothing short of a strong vote of confidence for Czech-US cooperation in the field of cybersecurity. I'm truly excited to see this high value-added investment. Not only does it further support our economic recovery, it also squarely falls in line with our goal to transform our country into the innovation leader in Europe. Cybersecurity is our prominent ICT segment. Our leading universities work hand in hand with our industry on artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. So we definitely have a lot to build on, and I hope we will continue to expand our cybersecurity cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, there is of course another reason why I'm happy that the SentinelOne Innovation Center is going to be based in the Czech Republic. And the reason why is that it will help deepen our partnership with the US. The EU and the US, we're facing the same threat of growing dominance of digital technologies by some authoritarian states. It is crucial that our governments, industry stakeholders, social and economic partners strive together to create one regulatory environment. We have to take the lead and set global standards for lawful and ethical use of the artificial intelligence. Only that, a transparent and fair environment with clearly defined rules will make it possible for a steady technological development while mitigating potential security risks. In conclusion, I'd like to say that may this happy occasion today be another stepping stone in building a valuable strategic partnership between the Czech Republic and the United States. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Today's program is designed to really give a little bit of an overview of what SentinelOne is doing, why we're different, what we're bringing to the market, and of course, what we're doing here in the Czech Republic in terms of job creation, as well as innovation. So our program will start with an overview from Nicholas Warner, our Chief Operating Officer, to talk about SentinelOne.
Thank you. And members of the press, Jennifer, Martin, pleasure to meet all of you. It's my first time in Prague, and I was remarking, I feel like I'm at home. This is Boston weather, so the Californians probably would vote differently, but I feel right at home. I've been with the business about 4.5 years. I'll take a few moments and talk a little bit about SentinelOne. Much has changed in my time with the company, but I think it's important to step back and take a look at the company from a technological perspective, because I think, as was stated so well earlier, we really are in a technology revolution, a race, leveraging machine learning and artificial intelligence against malicious actors, folks involved in nation-state attacks, folks involved in criminal enterprise, looking to disrupt our digital way of life. And SentinelOne was formed in 2013 to fight these forces. And the founders of SentinelOne, Almog and Tomer, what they envisioned was a technology platform that today we call Singularity, that would leverage machine learning and artificial intelligence in order to automate the process of identifying, preventing, and mitigating cyber attacks. And in fact, if you look at the industry, I think a large part of the problem that has plagued both consumer and enterprise from a security perspective is that existing technologies were very reactive. They were based on what's called a signature. So you would have to first identify an attack. There would have to be a patient zero. A cyber researcher would have to write a signature to identify that attack the next time it hit. And that stopped working about a decade ago. What the bad guys figured out quickly was you can just mutate and morph the attacks fast enough where the signatures can never keep pace with the new attacks. And what we at SentinelOne innovated and developed was a revolutionary approach. It was one that leveraged machine learning and artificial intelligence to monitor the behavior, but also examine files and executables, applications, to determine before they ever run if they're good or bad. And by leveraging algorithms, advanced algorithms, what we found is we could radically change the balance of power back to the defender. And so, in fact, since delivering our first iteration of our technology several years ago, we've become the fastest growing cybersecurity company in the world. We were honored, deeply honored, to recently have a public offering in the New York Stock Exchange. It was the largest cybersecurity IPO of all time. That was back in June. And our growth has been nothing short of astounding. And the reason for that really is we live in a digitally connected world. So cybersecurity truly is a global challenge. It doesn't matter if you're in Australia, if you're in the Czech Republic, if you're in Texas, if you're in New York, Japan, all around the world in my time with the business, the people that I meet with, both from enterprises, small businesses, governments, they are all worried about preserving our digital way of life. The internet has wrought many positive changes, but the risk that we're all running is by having such a digitally interconnected world, we're only a mouse click or two away from a cyber attack. And so I think the value that we're bringing to our customers is having highly adoptable machine learning and artificial intelligence technologies that really, again, puts the power back in the hands of the defender. One other thing I think, and I know that Divya will talk a little bit about, is our team. The value of the team that we've built and the global nature of our team. And as we look at our business, and we're over 6,000 enterprises, institutions that are SentinelOne customers, some of the very largest companies in the world that use SentinelOne, about 35% of our business is actually outside of the US. So it's always been very important for us to have a large development, research, and support center in various geos around the world. And when we looked at the EMEA or Europe theater, we thought, what better place to go than to Prague, where there's such an amazing amount of science-focused talent, talent that we can help bring us further into the future as we continue to develop our platform and product. So I want to thank you for the time that you're spending with us today. I'm delighted to be here for my first visit of many in Prague, and I'll turn it back to Daniel Bernard. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you. So at the core of all this innovation and the business results that Nick talked about is really fundamentally people, and a large number of those folks are in engineering-focused jobs at SentinelOne. I want to introduce Rick Smith, our CTO, to talk about our engineering organization and the growth that we'll have in this market and why really we chose here for the next phase of our engineering innovation.
Thank you. So first, thank you for hosting us at this grand event. It's great to meet all of you. We're going to go off script here for a moment. You're going to have the Chief Technology Officer speak about people rather than tech, so bear with me. So coming to Prague is actually a very personal note for me. I've been coming to Prague since 1995. I think this marks somewhere around my 20th trip being here. It was a personal place that I've always cherished deeply, both in terms of this city and the people within this city. Never in my wildest dreams did I realize that would overlap in terms of my professional career and the business needs that we had within Oracle, Medallia, and now SentinelOne. This will mark my third investment in the Czech Republic. And what I find here is that there is a deep sentiment of understanding the craftsmanship of software engineering. And that is a very hard thing to teach. And that is the root and the foundation by which any great product is ultimately built, be it cyber or anything else in the enterprise. So it's a very touching moment for me, particularly being in front of all of you. And when you want to be able to build a great organization, the first thing that you have to reach out to is to find a great leader. And I think we found that in Martin Matula. So let me introduce Martin.
So thank you very much, Rick, for the kind words. And welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We are so honored that you find time in your busy schedules and are spending your morning with us. As you heard from Nick and Rick, we are betting on Czech Republic for this major investment, which is a great honor. And as more things around us are getting digitalized, the cybersecurity is really crucial, and it's only going to get more and more important. And so it's amazing that in Czech Republic we actually have quite a tradition in the cybersecurity. We produced a few global cybersecurity brands, although mainly in the area of consumer cybersecurity, so protecting homes and small businesses. We are complementing that with protecting big corporations, government institutions. So I'm really happy and thrilled that we are going to kind of further extend the expertise of Czech Republic in this area and hopefully make Czech one of the world powerhouses for cybersecurity. So let me just talk briefly about the concrete plans we have. In Czech Republic, the site we are building, we are planning to grow to 300 people within the next 3 years, just in R&D alone. We are also going to hire other roles like customer support, customer success, and so on. We already have an office in Karlín. In this context, as we are growing, obviously we are very interested in partnering with the local universities and other educational and diversity organizations so that we can find and train the local talent to help us improve the product and grow the cybersecurity community in Czech Republic. And we are also happy to explore how we can help the local government institutions to improve the cybersecurity and fight cybercrime. So that's why we thought it would be a great idea to organize this kind of reception where we can connect on a more personal level and start building connections with the local business community and academia. And I'm really looking forward to talk to you after this more official part of the event, and hopefully we can have some nice exchange of contacts, information, and follow up after this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Next, I'd like to invite up Divya Gadak, our Chief People Officer. Martin really spoke about what we're doing here locally. It fits into a global strategy of how you build the right team with the right technology that then produces amazing business results. So I'll turn it over to Divya to share a little bit of that and what makes this team and company so special.
Thank you so much, Daniel. It is really my privilege and honor to be here. This is the second time that I've been part of a big investment in Czech Republic. The first time was with Good Data, where I had the good fortune to work alongside Martin, and cannot tell you how thrilled I am to be back. Let me tell you a little bit about SentinelOne. And it's really, I think, a lot about the people and the culture that we have built and the time our leadership has taken, along with Nick, Daniel, Rick, to really, you heard it in Rick's words, to really put people at the heart of our organization. And the next few slides will talk to you a little bit about that. So globally, SentinelOne is more than 1,100 people. They talked to you about our IPO, which was the most valuable cybersecurity IPO. And we have global locations in California, Tel Aviv, Amsterdam, Prague, Tokyo, and Oregon. But our Sentinels, as we call our team members, are located in several different countries in North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and Japan. Next slide. Next slide. So it's really a lot about the values of the company and the culture we have, and I think pictures speak louder than words, so I'm just going to step back and let you take a look at life inside SentinelOne and our values. Oh, okay. All right, so I'll just keep going. In this video, you really have our founder, Tomer Weingarten, talk about our values and why trust and integrity are so core to our business as we fight cybercrime and make enterprises secure around the world. We talk about the value of community. We talk about the value of one sentinel, which is we're really valuing team spirit and collaboration across the company. And I think it is this focus on our people, and for me, having been part of high-tech people organizations, I think this experience was so wonderful because we kept kept a lot of focus on hypergrowth and scaling the company as much as really building a powerful, strong culture, and that has earned a lot of recognition across different awards, and as shown in Glassdoor, and if you visit our career site, you'll see and learn a lot about the culture. The values video is there, so if you want to play it, you can see it. Moving on. I think one aspect which is really core to SentinelOne is diversity, and it's really, really important for us, given that we are such a global organization, to really have it at the core, and I think welcoming diverse perspectives, points of view is very core to innovation, and that's what really propels us and makes us stronger. So there is a lot that we will do, and I'll talk about it a little bit, but we really want to enter Czech Republic in partnership and really make it a very diverse, a very progressive innovation center. And given my experience in the Czech Republic in the past, I'm really hopeful that we will get there. So a little bit about our Prague office investment. As Daniel mentioned, we are in the Karlin area right now, and we are going to be hiring more than 300 people and taking up about 3,000 meters of office space, which is 3 floors in the Karlin area, and that will be announced very shortly. Plans are afoot to really build that out and move into that beautiful center in June. And one thing I'm really excited about is partnering with universities. I know that there is amazing talent in Prague and Brno, for technical and non-technical professionals. So for us, the university program globally is really important to sustain our hypergrowth, close the skills gap, create a absolutely rich talent pipeline, and really be really keep the spirit of innovation going. And if you visit our career site, you can see that we have lots of jobs open globally, but most importantly in Czech Republic, we have a dedicated site where you can see all these different jobs that are available. And to us, it is really about defining the future of cybersecurity. So that is the opportunity in this innovation center, that we want to really have this center be a part of defining the future of cybersecurity, which is so exciting for us. And I think we covered this. We have more than 300 positions that are created, 70% of which are in R&D. And in leading up to the launch, I think Martin and team have already hired more than 35 people, and there are more offers in progress. So, a lot of focus and support from all of SentinelOne to make this happen. So that's all I had today, and once again, thank you so much for hosting us here, and I really look forward to interacting with all of you in this session today. Back to Daniel.
Thank you, Divya. So in closing, again, thank you everybody for attending. I hope this session gave a good insight on our company, our product, what we're bringing to the market, and most importantly, our people. We couldn't be more excited to be here in the Czech Republic. You heard from multiple people on our speakers panel. This isn't just their first time coming to the Czech Republic. This is multiple times coming here. So we're very confident about this choice, this investment, and our chapter in the Czech Republic and as part of this community starts now. So I'd like to invite the speakers up for our ribbon cutting. I think the ribbon's over here. We can hold the applause until the end. This should be an interesting thing to watch. There's your scissors. You hold one end.
Where are we doing?
Right over here. Wait for the picture. We're in the middle. Perfect. Purple ribbon. We can do a picture before. Smile. Great, we're officially here, so please enjoy the reception. We'll be here to talk, members of the press, guests, local dignitaries. Thank you so much for attending. It's great to be back in person. SentinelOne is in the Czech Republic. Thank you.